The 2024 Lionel Volume II Catalog is out, and there's a LionMaster in it. And if you follow this channel at all, you know that that's a big deal for me because I really like to fly the flag for LionMaster. I think it's incredibly underrated, and I'm super stoked to see the return of the Hudson. I didn't even mean to call this. I was just kind of wishfully thinking that they would bring one back. So let's break it down, check it out, and see if the price really makes it worth it, because that's usually up for debate. So yes, first of all, if you've looked through the catalog at all, most fans are getting caught up in all of the legacy offerings, and there's even Vision Line offerings. I'll let you guys look at the catalog at your own pace, but we're going to skip ahead to O Traditional, where a familiar friend has shown up. Lionel has not used the tooling or this type of engine since the original release for the TMCC LionMaster Hudson back in 2004. So it's been a hot minute since this engine shell has even been reused, and it looks as crisp as ever in these photos. I don't expect them to change a whole lot from the original because if you ask anybody that had seen the original, it's a really nice engine. My buddy Art did a review on his that trains.com lent him. Check out the link included down below. It's also probably on screen, but it's a great engine that just really needed some new electronics, and that's exactly what this new 2024 Volume 2 release does. Why does this really matter? Why a Hudson, a semi-scale Hudson? Why get excited about that? Well, for starters, this is a LionMaster engine, so it's larger than your standard semi-scale traditional Hudsons that you've seen for ages. I've got one, and it's not that it's a bad engine, it just could use some updating. It looks really outdated and kind of more toy-like against the rest of my collection, whereas LionMaster details are the same as what you expect from other scale legacy engines. They're just slightly smaller. So this is a great in-between. This is kind of like those Rail King boxcars and rolling stock that I really like, where they're not full-size scale engines or scale rolling stock, but they're not quite small enough to be 64, kind of more your toy-like kind of size. It's a great in-betweener, and because it's LionMaster, this can fit around smaller layouts like mine. So it's a great option for folks that want to have larger steam but don't necessarily have the real estate for larger curves. And having the updated electronics of Lion Chief 2.0 in there really brings this into the modern era and makes it a whole lot more accessible for more people. You have Bluetooth control, so you can use it from the app and just call it a day. You've got the ability to work with other Cab 1, Cab 2, and now with the Base 3 coming out, there's a whole lot more control options for this thing. There are some really neat options here. There's even a Halloween scheme, and regardless of which one you go with, I really think, again, it's a sharp-looking locomotive, and it's going to have those nice, new, modern control features that will really make this a fantastic addition to your collection. But the thing that I always hear people balking about on LionMaster is the price. And traditionally, LionMaster engines have been much larger than this Hudson. They typically tackled articulated designs like the Big Boy, Challenger, Class A, T1 Duplex. We made a LionMaster live stream review of all of these engines before, so if you're not familiar with the line, I encourage you to check that out. But again, the big thing has been price, but it's honestly been because a lot of these LionMaster engines have just been larger articulated engines. So yeah, looking in a catalog for let's say the Cab Forward, those were $1,100 in the catalog. That's a lot of money to pay for a semi-scale engine. But you're also getting a lot of engine. That's way less. That's about $500 less than you can get the 2662 Prairie Mallets or Malays or whatever you want to call them that were offered in a previous catalog. And they're bigger, and there's a whole lot more going on with all the wheels and all that stuff as well. So it's really, if you ask me, a great price. And that's where this LionMaster Hudson really does dial things back into a bit of a reality check for all the folks that had been naysaying the prices on LionMaster engines being overpriced. They're not. Take a look at this Hudson pricing. This is $799 in the catalog. You can go online and get them for $700, sometimes even $650, depending on where you're ordering this engine through. And if you take that price into consideration and you go a few pages back to Legacy Steam, you'll find that the smallest legacy steam engine, the 060 switchers, while great engines in their own right, these engines are too small to have whistle steam, and it's just your run-of-the-mill legacy engine with probably generic crew talk, and it's got electrocouplers in the front and the rear, which is kind of neat, but this engine is $100 more than the LionMaster Hudson, and it's smaller. So to me, the LionMaster line is really nailing it with a value here. This is a bargain for a kind of scale-sized Hudson. Again, it's not a full-scale size Hudson, but it's not so far off that it's going to look hilarious pulling scale freight or scale passenger cars. But let me know what you guys think. Are you going to order one? Which color scheme do you think this looks best in? Do you think they're going to get their colors right on the gray kind of Dreyfus version or the red for the pacemaker? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, please like and subscribe and hit that bell too so that way you don't miss things that the algorithm is telling you to gloss over, because we're having a lot of fun here on the channel and we hope you are too. So again, please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you guys on the next one.